What's up, my people? You guys are highly welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. So I want to share a story on how I escaped from being kidnapped here in Nigeria when I was traveling from Lagos State to Akwa Ibom. So it was last 2 years. I got a call from my friend, my boss. Let me put it that way. He's also my friend and also my boss. So he was like, Dennis, I would love you to come and explore Akwa Ibom, because then I focus more on travel writing. So they want me to come and do writing and be posting on my Facebook, on my social media handles. I have followers on there. So, and I said, okay, no problem. But the thing there is that I don't really have much fun on me. So he said, no problem, that he's going to take care of most of my, my movements and the rest. So I said, okay, no problem. So on that day, he said, the next day we should come over to Ujuelegba, and that's where we're going to take Akwa Ibom this thing. I also told him that I have a company that is as an Akwa Ibom transport company beside not beside my area, but along that Mazmaza First Gate area towards my two. That they are legit. He said, no, let's come to Ujuelegba, that is closer to his house. I said, okay, no problem. Since you are the one doing the deals, no, I will not argue with you. So from my house, I left there. I brought the little one I have and I supported with him based on the transport. Then we left. So he said he's going to take care of my hotel and my transportation, the movement within the environment in Akwa Ibom. So it was me, myself, and Jennifer. Yeah, Jenny. So she's a friend of mine. Though she's a nice lady, So we left immediately from Ujuelegba by 8. Actually, the time was by 6. I told him that I can't leave my house very early. Though I left around that 6, then I got to that area around 8 o'clock. Let's say 8:30. So towards 9, that is when we left Lagos State down to this place. So we entered Siana. So when we left Lagos State, we were heading down to Bega. This guy, the driver, was not even funny. And I asked the driver, what is the problem? The man said he just came back from Akwa Ibom. That was that day in the morning. I was like, okay, you want to drive us back to Akwa Ibom? You not even rest? He said, yes. I said, okay, what do you want to do right now? So he said, okay, you want to get something to eat, then relax more for like some few minutes. I have to relate with the passengers, plead with them that we don't want any issue on the road. He said, okay, no problem. We have to allow him to park. He went down, buy food and ate. Then he rested. Like, we also gist when he was, kind of relaxing his head for some minutes. Then he came back. We started moving. So though we moved a little bit late, so our mind was like, since the tour guide that is coming with us, which is Mr. Edet, is one organizing the store, is the one, he knows better in Akwa Ibom. So even though we get Akwa Ibom around 2 o'clock in the midnight, he knows how we're going to get safe to the hotel in Akwa Ibom. So that is how we started moving, going here and there. We're enjoying the journey. So towards some few hours, like 3-4 hours later, we're not heading down to Benin. Then we discovered that there is this little issue, like the Siana is no more moving faster the way it was moving before. I mean, I'm not a mechanic, so we asked what is the problem. He said he's suspecting that break something, or maybe the water in the Siana has finished, or something, break engine, oil, whatever. So I said, okay, let's find somewhere and park and check. So we parked and checked. So we have to look for somewhere that has water. We turn water, we continue, we start the motor. It was still moving slowly and the rest. So he said he's going to buy brake engine oil. He said, I don't know how much he called that day, whether it's 8,000 naira or thereabouts. I don't know. So when I told him I don't get, he said he only has money for one, and this thing normally consumed 2. I said, serious? So I have to find money around me and, support it. So because I really want the journey to go very smooth and fast. So we bought and turned the oil there. Still, it was still moving slowly. And I asked, what is the problem? That is how we started pushing. We got to a particular place in Benin City there. The mechanic, we called the mechanic, a roadside mechanic. The guy checked everything, and the stuff was like, we're going to stay. He's going to lose the engine to fix whatever that is happening there. Blah 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 blah. And the man was like, and I told the man, can we do that in the next 3 hours, 4 hours? Because to me, I love road adventure. So I'm not expecting bad thing to occur during my road trip to any destination, but I expect something to occur, but not bad, but for good. So even though it's going to be night, even though it's going to be day, even though it's going to be the evening, I consider it as an adventure. So it's fun. It's fun. It's part of adventure. So I was like, I'm not really scared. I am enjoying the trip. So I told the mechanic, if he can do this within 4 or 5 hours, then the man said he doesn't have money with him, and the mechanic was like, he can't do this job, like he's not professional in this job, but this is what is wrong with it. So we have to start managing. So I think we're heading down to Umunede, that is Agbo, Umunede, those routes, but it was Benin Delta route, yeah. So the man will not have to park in a particular store, let me say shop. So we parked there. The man has let him check what is wrong with it, or let's look for mechanic around. So when we parked there, and the main reason why I told him to park around that side, I saw a soldier checkpoint, not police checkpoint, soldier checkpoint. So I believe staying closer to the soldier is going to be more safe. So I told him to park there. So when we parked there, all of us concluded we should park there, because I'm not the only passenger there. It was 7 plus me, 7 passengers. So 3 of us were heading down to Akwa to explore. Why the rest, the 3 of them inside the car, inside the Sienna, are students. Why the others are, family people. So that is how we came down. We started gisting. Mr. Eden was talking about the national president of this. So maybe the lady inside the store, because we never suspected that the lady was also part of the kidnapping team. So we started buying drinks, we started gisting, and that's why if you're going anywhere in this life, don't talk, don't even relate, don't even say anything, even though you are related to President Tinubu, do not say it out, because you don't know who is closer to you, who is there with you. So this woman, I said, her husband is a mechanic. And I said, okay, call your husband. He called the husband. This thing was happening around 5, 4, 5. Before then, there's a place this man stopped us. He said he want to eat again. We stopped there. Nobody was even in that hotel. Nobody was even in that hotel. But if you're going to a trip, sometimes you don't need to behave gentle. You need to, because the situation, the situation on ground, with everything that occurs, I'm also suspecting the driver. But I never play cool to the driver. I was playing bad guy to the driver. You understand? So he himself will know that this guy is not you understand? So that is how I keep on flowing. Then only him, when we got to the restaurant in that hotel, like only him was the only one that ate food there, but we didn't eat because our spirit never accepted it. So we're just telling him, "Oh, do fast." So we continued the journey until we get to that place. The motor was still moving slower until we get to that particular point. Now let me continue from where I stopped. So when the woman I called the husband said he's going to come in the next 30 minutes. So we waited. So as we're waiting, we're buying things from the shop. It's one of the soldiers just came and meet us and said, "What is the problem?" We told the soldier, "Oh God, please, our car spoiled, so we're waiting for this woman to call the husband." I said, "Call my mechanic." We never knew that there is a mechanic at the front there. So the soldier now said, "Let's go and meet this mechanic here to check what is the problem of the Sienna, so we can continue our journey if he can fix it." The woman now started telling the driver, the soldier, "Oh guy, no go come up for here. All this kind of thing, when I go just want to spoil people business. And see, when I know my husband a mechanic, he go do the work, blah blah blah." The way the woman was not sounding, we're not like, "Oh boy, make we not be like say with the like we should not push her away and the husband. Let's work with the husband. Let's work with the woman, because the woman are gisting with us, so we cannot believe her." God. So we told the soldier, "Don't worry, this lady husband is going to fix the car for us." And that was how we sat down there. We waited for like 30 minutes plus 40 minutes. The husband and I came and said, "Okay, let me see." The husband and I came later and checked the Sienna and said, "Okay, this is the problem. He said that he's going to fix it, that is coming." He left and come back around like another extra 30 minutes again. "Oh God, what is happening?" He said, that he's going to fix this car before 9 o'clock. Then we'll leave. I said, "Okay, it's fine by me, because where we are, we're already heading to the border of Delta State to cross over to welcome to Delta, right?" So, and from there, Asaba is a very, is a very happening place. So I felt that when we get to Asaba, we're going to rest in those Asaba Park. We just stay there till the next morning before continuing our journey. So my plan was, if we finish by 9, latest before 11, we should be in Asaba. So that is how we planned it. So the man said, is going to take you to the park. So we followed the man to the park. The driver drove the Sienna to the park. When we got to the park, we parked there. We sat down. The man now, this thing was happening within 6:30. The man now have to wait and go somewhere. I don't know. He went out again, came back another 30 minutes or thereabout, and said, okay, want to go and check for the tools. We have not even checked what is happening to the car. Like, you don't know what and what to buy. He said, we're going to change something. Let's go and check if those people open their store, if they are still open, if the store is still open. So I said, okay, go and check what you want to check so that we can do whatever I want to do. Meanwhile, the place this man took us to was not even at the roadside. It was a little bit inside the bush. So, but from my observation, the mechanical workshop, I'm not seeing anything that is even related to mechanic there. Normally if you go to mechanic workshop, you see maybe like 3 spoiled motor or car, or maybe tire, all those kind of, but that place is kind of looking, somehow. At the other side, I saw a beer parlor at the front there, where they're selling drink, but nobody was there. So that is how we waited till around 7, 8. The man came and said, oh boy, we're not going to leave by this kind of time again. That we're going to leave very early tomorrow morning. That is going to walk this car all throughout in the night. I say, bros, you're not going to walk that way, because nobody else get compliment. We are trying to help the guy. Even the guy, the driver, the way he was just acting, man, I stayed now, beg, now, please. He was just like, acting, I beg, stay now, stay. This, even after this, I was not telling myself, you should see this driver know they are among this matter. This I was telling you 2 years ago. So I even did a write-up about it. I can check this thing. So that is how we stayed. We kind of, the man was like, don't worry, don't be scared. The place is safe. That there's a beer parlor beside that. The beer parlor normally operates till the next morning. That is where everything now started. I went and I told my friends and the passengers in the Sienna, let's go and charge our phones and our equipment, that the beer parlor is going to run it tomorrow morning. They were like, serious? I said, yes. So based on, we heard that the beer parlor is going to run it tomorrow morning, we felt that everything there is going to be so safe. So we went there, we sat down, relaxed, we gist, we talk. Though one spirit was not telling me, Dennis, what is wrong with me? Go and make your verification. Do your findings well. So I stood up. I went to meet the girl that was serving drink. I told the girl, please, will you guys stay till tomorrow morning so that I can, The lady now said, no, that is going to close by 10 o'clock. It's going to off the light and everything. And within that environment, that beer parlor outside there is the only light there. So immediately I came back to inform my friends, Mr. Edet and Jennifer, that these people said this bar will run till the next day, but the bar manager, the lady or the waitress, said that the bar is going to shut down by 10. So as I was explaining to them, I saw somebody that just quickly rushed out with the old man. I forgot to tell you that there was also an old man in that workshop, the place that they call workshop. The old man, the both of them came and attacked the guy and said, I was not hearing, as in, their movement, body movement, like they were angry. Why did the lady tell us that they will be shutting down by 10 o'clock? So the body movement was there. I was even seeing when they were pointing us, and I just felt it and said, oh boy, we have entered the lion's den. We have entered the wrong place. I told my friends, stand up, let's start packing our bags from this Sienna. And that was how we told the driver that he should start going. He should get to the car, let's drive and everything. The driver now said he can't drive. I said, why? He said the mechanic is with the car key, I seized the car key. The mechanic the man that said he's a mechanic sat down, the driver, I don't know what him and the driver were just discussing. Then I started relating with those people, start packing your bags, let's know if you can run away and go back to the checkpoint. Now, when we are contemplating on how to go back to the checkpoint to go and sit down there, there is these 3 guys, hefty guys that came out. They put on white polo that came out. They even have dread. that came out from where they are, and they were like, oh boy, don't worry now, our car safe day for year two now, don't worry yourself, why are you scared, we have the car here, we have the car here. I was not looking, where is your car, even when the guys are looking so hard-eyed and betrayed, I was thinking that, okay, these ones are G-boys, and maybe they pack Benz, or maybe, Lexus. I was just looking around to see if I can see GLK, or to see if I can see Benz, but everywhere was so scanty. Where is your car? They said the car is at the backyard. I should follow them and go to the backyard so that I will see the car. I said, oh boy, follow you people to backyard. I have to go and meet the man. I said, please, bros, we can't stay here anymore. We should go back to the checkpoint. Since you said you're going to fix the car for us, I was not trying to play games with the man, that you should give us the car key, the Sienna key. Let's drive back to where your wife is selling. Then whenever you're ready, we can come back. And he said, no, that we must be here, that he was doing something important, that he left there, that he came back, blah, 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 blah. In my heart, see, let me tell you something. Two things. Let me just play you guys these two things. Number one, if you are traveling, please follow a company, a transport company that owns a name, that the name is very popular, like the company is very big, that is very popular, that if you have issue with any bus, they will send another luxurious bus, or maybe another bus to come and pick you up, or another Sienna to come and pick you up. Secondly, always study your route, and also put everything that you want to do in life, to God's hands. No matter how, even though you are bad, you are good, you don't go to church. Number one thing you need to have number one thing you need to register in your heart or in your mind is believe in your maker, believe in what you serve, believe in God, believe in the God of the universe. That is one thing that you need to know. And within me, I was just praying, Father Lord, please rescue us this time around, because already we're already at the, and the prayer point I was saying in my heart was, God, convince them they should forget whatever they want to do. Convince them they should forget whatever they want to do. Do you know, when I was speaking to this guy, this man now starts speaking Igbo to me. Like, he speaks Igbo to the other man. I said, and I replied back to the man. I said, Igbo, that means, are you Igbo, man? He said, yeah. I said, you call? He said, Igbo. I said, I'm from Anambra State too. Say, we're traveling to go and want to explore. Now we don't have anything here. That somebody there is the one sponsoring our trip. That one there is not with us. Blah, 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 blah. He said, When I now start interacting with him in the language that he understands, that in Igbo language, he was like, in my mind, I was still praying. I was still telling myself that, within that region, the next thing, he now said we should go and get 30,000 naira before he release this key. I told him that once come down, 1 naira is not with me. 1 naira is not with us. We're just passenger. We can pack our bag and leave this Sienna here. You and driver should tackle. But you see, as I was saying it, the other guys were like, guy, come. I want to tell you something. I told them, I can't answer you people. They were even coming closer to me. I was dressing back, preparing myself to start, whatever, any combat that comes my way. But still, I was still putting my heart to God, that God, please convince these people not to do whatever they want to do right now. So the next thing, the man, I said, okay, we should bring 3,000 naira before he released the car key. I met the driver and said, please bring your 3,000, let's collect. He said he doesn't have 1 naira. I have to start meeting everybody, passengers in the bus, everybody that started contributing for 500 naira. I brought 1,000. The ones that has 500 give me. I have to come. I give to the man before he released the key. The man, I said, before I open my eye, you guys should leave here. That was how we went to start the Sienna. We went back to the checkpoint. When we get back to the checkpoint, I didn't even go back to that woman's store. I went back to the soldier and begged him and said, please, sir, we are travelers. That we want to stay with you. This is already night. Let's stay with you. Protect us till the next morning. God bless that army man. God bless him so much. God will bless you. All the army people in the Federation of Nigeria that is fighting for us, in the borderline and the rest, God bless you. Always win your war. This man has said, no problem. But I told you, you should go here and repair, fix your car and continue your journey. But that lady convinced you that this thing now looks like plan work. This place is not safe, but no problem. He has to pick up his phone and called his colleagues. 3 of the soldiers now landed and joined the remaining ones in that particular checkpoint. I said, these people are going might come back for you people, because he was even telling me, how do we even escape from there, sir? That is what even the army was like, how do we escape from there? That God is with us. I said, that is it. So the army man now called 3 of his friends. They now have to stay in that region and start protecting us. Before you know it, there is this red Corolla just drove and come and was now shouting. The red Corolla just followed the other lane and turned back to where our lane is, where we parked. We didn't even go to the master again. We're now outside sitting down on the bench the army man gave to us, the soldier man gave to us. So the next thing, he now parked at the front and be shouting, Onitsha, 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 because they have already overheard us that we are heading out to Akwa Ibom, that we should stop at Onitsha and take another listing. So the driver was now shouting Onitsha, Onitsha. Myself now, I've even forgotten what we even passed through. There are a lot of things, like, I don't know, I don't know if I can remember, but these are the ones that I know that I can tell you. So I've forgotten what we passed through at that so-called mechanic workshop. And that was how I went. I was trying to go there. Jennifer now dragged me back and said, Dennis, where do you think you are going? I said, let me go and price the man. Let's see if we can take us on it. I said, you've forgotten what we did there. Do you know if these people send this man to come and pick us up and drive us, the kidnapping and the rest? I was like, not true. Because I might get closer to that place, they will just point me gun, and the next thing, they will drag me inside that place. Before you know it, the man was not shouting, you know, won't go on Onitsha. You know, be shouting, you won't go on Onitsha. How do you know that I want to go to Onitsha? How do you know that I want to drop to Onitsha and take another bus to Akwa Ibom? How do you know? He was not shouting, come and enter now, let's go. It's very cheap, eh? I now have to sit down. I was just saying my heart, God, please, I beg you. These army people to protect us, God. It was one of the army men that said, Oga, come on for here before I go fire you. The man now have to enter the car and drove. So before he drove, the back seat, there is a passenger there. That one now came outside. It was even one of the guys that put on white that came out from the back seat and entered the front seat and then drove. And I put my hand. I was like, Jesus Christ, Jesus. After some minutes, some people now drove bike again and was like, you be that guy with the form, say, black, those kind of things. Say you, if they carry you, now 20 million, he was on bike saying it. And as he was even saying, I was trying to dive myself. Do you know why? I don't know if it's with gun to release bullets. So I was trying to dive. So before you know it, those army men are cracked, gone. They ran away. Then the army man said, these people that might come back this night, that they will protect us. Don't worry, they will protect us. By the way, where's his driver? They started giving the driver a frog jump and the rest for disappointing us and the rest. Before you know it, the man stopped another car for us. It was a new brown car. They are chasing the car from Benin, according to the driver that was driving the car, that they want to collect this car, that you want to stay here till the next morning. So the man now pleaded. We now have to plead with the soldier, talk to the man that he should drop us at Onitsha the next morning. That is how we left that place around 5 to 6 early in the morning to Onitsha. Guys, ever since then, man, when we got on Onitsha, we enter Edison to Aba. From Aba, we enter 1,300 naira to Akwa Ibom, AKTC Park. And that is how we escaped from being kidnapped. So it was God's doing. So if you are traveling, be very careful. Nigeria is very safe to explore, yes. And they should stop classifying Nigeria that is only Nigeria that is this kidnapping case or killing case. It occurs everywhere, just that some people don't really talk about it. So, but I believe it is not every time, because recently I traveled from here to Makurdi and God did it for me. The road was really, really safe. Yes, the road was really, really safe. It's just that the bad government and the bad eggs, I won't also mention the government. There are some lazy people that feel that to walk to 800,000 naira is sin to them. 200,000 naira is sin. They want Egumbute, in Igbo language, we call it Egumbute. They want real big money. That's why they're going into these dirty jobs to make millions of naira. Because they believe they kidnap or they carry somebody, best will pay like 20, 30 million naira. That is big money that they didn't work for. It's just to carry gun and start. So I believe the only thing I just want the state government should do is to implement more checkpoints from Lagos to East. Not even from Lagos to East only, from Lagos to every part of the Nigerian, like every part of the states. Every part of the state, there should lot of security in every checkpoint. If you are driving 1 hour drive, before you get to that place, you will see, checkpoint. Before you get to you will see checkpoint. So that even though the checkpoint should always be within maybe an entrance to a particular village or to a particular city, so that if anything occur, you'll be able to check to suspect anything that occurs in that place. I don't know if you understand. So guys, I really appreciate you guys for listening to me, and also do want to like, comment, and share this video. It is all God's doing, and I want to use this to appreciate my God. I love you, God, for saving me and my friends. God bless you guys. That is how I escaped from being kidnapped. Love you. See you on my next edition.